Hi, my name is Richard Bromwell and I'm a director here at Charterhouse Auctioneers in Sherborne, Dorset. And today I was going to give a quick little talk about glass. Now, glass is one of these things that we take for granted. We have in our cars, we have in our houses. Wine comes in glass. We drink wine out of wine glasses. So it's one of these sort of everyday things we take for granted. But of course, glass has been around for a couple of thousand years. I mean, the Romans managed to perfect the art of glass making. And we've got coming up in our auction on Friday the 28th of July, a huge collection of predominantly late 19th century or late Victorian glass from around the world, in essence. It's from a client. He's a titled gentleman down in Bournemouth, and I just want to have a bit of a talk through some of this because this is really fantastic glass, not the sort of glass we get to see day in, day out. So we have a collection of glass. In the glass we have a lot of Bohemian glass here. You can see here, got Bohemian glass here, and this is cranberry glass overlaid with opaque glass and then cut right the way back through and then painted on top of it. It's a lovely floral decoration on a vase like that. This is one of my favourite pieces. He said putting that one down very carefully. I love the little panel here with a young girl wearing a wide brimmed hat here, standing sort of lovingly in the countryside, which is obviously what people did in the late 19th century. And again, for a vase like this, you're probably looking between £800 and £1,000 or something like that. The English version was made by people like Webbs, and this is a piece of Webbs ivory ware, and again obviously ivory because of the colour of it here, and it's lovely decoration on the front here, which George will probably do a close-up of in a minute, of some lilies on it here. And this one sadly has been drilled. It's got a hole in its bottom, and despite the fact it's got a hole in the bottom, it's probably still between £700 and £900. It was hugely expensive to make and produce, and very expensive to buy. And again, being very careful, just over the back here, we have another piece of Webbs and Sons Limited ivoryware glass. This vase here, lovely little sort of baluster bottle shaped here, decorated in the aesthetic period and taste. You're probably looking about £1,000 to £1,500. So kind of quite big, expensive items there. And again, something we take for granted these days is electricity. And this is actually one of a pair of late Victorian Burmese glass night lights holders. And so you keep your little candle in there and put that on there, and then keep you nice and keep your kids nice and light, a little bit warm at night. And for a pair of those Burmese, I'm being very, very careful. The pair of Burmese nightlight holders estimated between £1,200 and £1,500. But on my right, you don't need to move, don't worry. We have even more glass. This is one of my favourite pieces. Again, has a lovely ring to it, beautiful intaglio cut decoration on it here, and I love the colour as well. Isn't that a fabulous colour? One like that, you're probably looking around about £400 to £500. He said putting that one just down there, make sure I don't trip over it a little later on. And again, these are quite cool and funky. This is unusual. This glass is called Amberina, possibly a word you've never heard of, and it's not a word I've just made up either. And for a lovely pair of late Victorian Amberina glasses, wonderful gilt decoration with prunus and I think there's some birds and butterflies on there. For a pair of Amberina glasses like that, you're probably looking between sort of £300 and £500. But not everything is that expensive. This is a continental piece. It's probably French, probably one of a pair originally, maybe possibly garniture. And just for a single one here, again, beautiful hand decoration with the flowers here, is estimated between around about sort of £100, maybe £150. So I'll put that down on the floor, minding the other £400. And of course, one thing which we see a lot in glass is little scent bottles. And these are really charming little things. These are really nice and easy to collect. They're not so big and lumpy, so when you have your one-bedroom apartment up in Holland Park, you can have a cabinet just with sweet little bits and pieces like this. So again, this is these are cranberry flashed scent bottles here. They could only be Victorian, couldn't they? They're so busy, so fussy with the gilt decoration on there. Again, keep your favourite sort of smellies in there. And for a pair like that, you're probably looking around about the £200. So a bit of a quick tour through the glass collection we've got coming up in our auction on Friday the 28th of July. Selection of glasses from just sort of £100 up to more like sort of £1,000 for some of the big Webb cameo cut glass there. But as I say, a bit of an introduction to glass. If you want to learn more about glass and follow the sale, you can do so on our website, which will be on the bottom of the video. And I hope you enjoyed this quick little talk.